Hello all, this is James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade, and I'm here to basically pass on a message. Um, I'm very late to finding out about this issue. In fact, I'm several months late. And if I can be several months late to finding out about this issue as, well, not really a large creator, I'm a very small creator, and I don't do this for monetary gain. I only have 50 some subscribers, and I'm not watched very often, but still, I enjoy YouTube and I enjoy YouTubing. And while Article 13 is a European Union piece of legislation that will not directly affect me, it will have an effect on me. If Article 13 legislation goes through, let's do a little backstory on what Article 13 is and where did it come from, etc. Article 13 is one of several articles. There's actually an Article 11, 12, and 13, and the points of these articles and legislation is to protect copyright inside of the European Union. And the main business that is pushing this is the music industry. So the music industry, they want further protections on put on in place copyright wise, so that they can make more money, obviously, so that you don't have people using things in YouTube videos and the like that they don't have permission to use. And YouTube already does attempt to monitor the illegal use of music in their videos. A lot of YouTube creators avoid putting music in their videos because it constantly causes them to get flagged, etc., etc. Well, so European Union wants more stringent rules, and what more stringent rules mean for YouTube and other forms of media besides YouTube, maybe Google, Twitter, Wiki, anything internet based that evolves in the internet space that's viewed in the European Union means that it might not be viewed in the European Union anymore. So I'm uploading stuff, right? I upload several hours of stuff every day, and there's hundreds of people like me doing the same thing. And say I upload some copyright material. In the past, that was my fault. I am the person to blame for uploading the copyrighted material. I would get a strike on my YouTube account. If I got 3 strikes, then my YouTube account could be banned, so on and so forth. What the European Union is proposing is to basically go after YouTube for said indiscretion, not going after me, the individual who did it, but YouTube. What does that mean for YouTube? Well, they would have millions upon millions of people that could potentially put them in a lawsuit. And they don't want that. They don't want to be forking out money in lawsuits for what me or any other random person that, let's face it, YouTube doesn't care about us that very much, unless, of course, we're making them some money. And a small YouTuber like me who does it for fun, I'm not really making YouTube much money. I don't have any ads on my videos, right? Because I haven't monetized my videos. Not that I have enough subscribers anyway, but you get the idea here. If I did get to the point to where I could have ads, I wouldn't be seen in Europe anyway. If this goes through, YouTube will basically block my content in the European Union, which means any person making content anywhere in the world would no longer be seen inside of the European Union, because there would be no way to know if we're putting up stuff that's going to get YouTube in trouble with the European Union countries, in which case the European Union countries would go after YouTube itself in a court of law. So the easiest way for them to avoid that is to simply block all content inside of the European Union. So that means that the European Union and or content creators that are inside of the European Union, they have it even worse. While I'll still be able to make YouTube content and show it off for every country that's not part of the European Union, to include the United States, Australia, the United Kingdom, who Brexited and got out of the European Union, Norway, Russia, most of Africa, most of Asia, all of Asia. Obviously, Asia is not part of the European Union. So a lot of countries would still be able to see anything I make because they're not in the European Union. Now let's think of content creators that already exist inside the European Union. Well, their livelihoods, the things that they do, they might be a fairly successful YouTuber. If this legislation goes through, their livelihood is done. It's gone. They won't be. Maybe they'll still be able to create content that's watched in the United States and the other countries outside. That would be interesting. They could make content inside and be able to be shown outside, but we couldn't make content that could be seen inside there. But yeah, anyway, there is still a lot of what ifs. And while we know Article 13, 11 through 13 was passed, it was passed in September of 2018. Yes, we're talking several months ago. This has tentatively been passed, as the European Union is going to put this into effect. What has not been put into effect is the actual laws. So the members of the European Union have gotten together and they said, yes, we need to do stuff that will protect copyright, will protect areas of copyright on the internet that involve Article 11, 12, and 13. And they have all agreed that they're going to go ahead with this. They have since attempted to go ahead with this. The lawmakers met and, well, they couldn't come to agreements about what they wanted to do. So they got locked down in bureaucracy, and they haven't actually put into effect any laws as of yet. Evidently, the European Union is going to be having a new election shortly. And a lot of these members who voted to say yes to Article 11, 12, and 13, who were then supposed to create the foundations, they may not be in office anymore. Or some of them might, win re-election. Or you might have a new group of people. You may get new lawmakers who are against Article 13, or you may get new lawmakers that are for Article 13. So basically what is going on is Article 13 was voted and passed in September. They did not, the member countries of the European Union were not able to come to an agreement about how to actually enforce these laws that they want to put into place. So they haven't actually created the actual laws yet. Now there's going to be a new election coming up. And we will have new lawmakers that will be responsible for putting these articles, 11, 12, and 13, into place. Why is this important for you if you live in Europe? Because of all the reasons I told you about previously in this video. You want to save the internet. Basically, you want to still be able to YouTube inside of the European Union. You want to still be able to watch my videos inside of the European Union. You want to be able to watch any YouTube video inside of the European Union. You don't want it to be filtered and shut off by YouTube, because YouTube is responsible for all of the content that all of the creators make inside of the European Union. And so how can you still save this? Well, since no laws have actually gone into place, you can elect people to positions that are going to be most sympathetic to saving the internet, to I don't know, maybe taking Article 13 and putting in clauses that are going to protect online content creators. But yeah, there's still time, there's still hope. But you need to know that this is all taking place. The fact that I didn't know this was taking place, granted I live in the United States, but still I take part in the internet. Well, I think the first goal is to spread the message. So if you see this video, make a video about it. It's never too late. Obviously they still haven't put the laws in place. There's still going to be elections probably before the laws are going to be put into place, which means there's still time to affect the opinions of those who are actually going to put these laws into effect, and how broad of strokes they're going to put into effect. They could possibly put some very good caveats into these rules to protect YouTubers. They could possibly see the error of their ways about holding YouTube accountable for what I do as being stupid. They could possibly make a lot of different changes, but that's based on the right people in Europe who will be affected contacting their lawmakers and getting the information out. And so the whole point of this video is just for me to help spread that information, because I feel that if I'm just now becoming aware of this, even though I am in the US and it doesn't affect me as much, but still it's a very broad internet issue. If I'm only now discovering this, then the message hasn't been disseminated as well as it should be. And so let's make sure that the message is still being spread so that we can contact the appropriate lawmakers to AKA save the internet. And that's the point of this video. So hopefully you liked this video. If so, share it. If there's any video I've ever put out that has an importance to be shared, it's probably this one, especially if you live in the European Union. It's going to directly affect you. So get this message out there. Spread it far and wide. Even if you're in the United States and you haven't heard about this issue and it's not directly going to affect us, it is going to kind of affect us, because we want our stuff to be watched in the European Union, right? We want to be able to watch stuff from content creators inside of the European Union, right? I mean, this is the internet. The internet is supposed to be this place where we could freely share ideas, and we don't want the internet to start being policed. Well, not in this matter anyway. So yeah, share this message, get this message out, and that's the main point of this video. So hopefully you like it, share it, subscribe it, all that stuff, and have a great day. Peace.